In this video, we are going to talk about adapter classes. So before going to discuss about adapter classes, you should know why we are going to discuss about this. What is the purpose of it? We have seen so far how to implement event handling with the help of interfaces like mouse motion listener, mouse wheel listener, key listener and event listener. Like that we have seen so many interfaces. Whenever I implement a specific interface like mouse motion listener or mouse listener, I have to implement all the methods which are there in that interface. You like it or not, what are the methods available there in the interface, those methods you have to override in your actual source class. So sometimes in Java, when you go for developing applications, we don't use all the methods which are available in the interface, right? So that time we don't require to implement those methods, but still we have to write the empty body of those methods. So to address this particular concept in Java, we have something called adapter classes. So these adapter classes probably implements in the backend, it implements that interface, and of course they implemented those methods with empty body. We are going to use these adapter classes where and when we want to implement a specific method. Okay. So in Java programming we have different adapter classes like component adapter, container adapter, focus adapter, hierarchy bounds adapter, key adapter, mouse motion adapter, window adapter. These are the adapters which are equal to the listeners which are there already. Component listener to window listener, right? So let me write a simple program on how can I make use of this adapter classes in the program, right? Let me start with import java.applet.star and then import java.awt.star, import java.awt.event.star, public class. So it's a demonstration of adapter which extends applet. Okay, so in this applet class I am going to implement a method called init and of course public void paint method. Yeah, g dot, let's say draw string of, I want to draw a string which is there in the string array, string object msg, and display this at somewhere around 50 50 xy coordinate. Okay, so this is about the demo adapter class. We are going to write something called my adapter class which extends, let's say I am going to implement mouse adapter interface, mouse adapter class extends mouse adapter. So when I say mouse adapter, I can override any of the method. We all know that the method is mouse press, mouse release, mouse entered, mouse exited, mouse clicked, all those stuff. I want to implement a specific method like mouse pressed. Okay, before that I have to maintain or I have to provide a relation between this demo adapter class to my adapter class. In this regards, earlier I have written a special method called add mouse listener of. Add mouse listener is actually accept the current class early, right? Where that current class actually implements that mouse listener. Here this actual demo adapter class is not implemented that mouse adapter, that's why our mouse mouse listener, that's why it doesn't aware of the listener, right? So the listener is a different class. So let me create an object of my adapter of, here I am going to pass the current class object. Now if you observe clearly, demo adapter class object, that is this, is actually registered with my adapter, where my adapter is a mouse adapter class. Okay, so here I have created an object of my adapter by passing the current class object. No, so here we are supposed to write a constructor with a parameter called demo adapter space D, TA or T, something like this. So demo adapter space D, this dot D equal to D. Yeah, and of course the method public void mouse press mouse event space E. Here what I will do, I am going to use the object D to access the message MSG, and I am going to enter something called sessions tool. Yeah, and of course I do call repaint method. That's it. Yeah, so when the user click on the applet, that time that applet is actually registered with my adapter class, where my adapter class is a mouse adapter that actually implemented mouse press action event, right? Let's run this program. String msg equal to null initially. Yeah, that's it. Go to D drive, economic Java C space demo adapter yeah, sorry, I forgot to write class here. My adapter is the class, no, that I forgot. It's a class. Yeah, now what else? There should not be two public methods. That's the other mistake. And add mouse listener. Mouse listener. Yeah, now let me run. Let me create a HTML page. HTML, close HTML. Within this body, close this body tag. Within this applet code equal to, let's say, demo adapter dot class, width equal to, let's say, 500, height equal to 300. Yeah, close this applet, save the file and run the applet. Applet viewer space demo adapter dot html. Whenever I click here, it says sessions tool. So no other event is implemented. Even if I press, released, entered, exited, so those events actually not implemented in this class, right? This is all about demo adapter classes. So the benefit of adapter class is you can implement whatever method you want to implement. You need not give body for the rest of the methods which actually there in the interface, right? That's the beauty of adapter classes. Yeah, here is the demo.